Hey, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Baby, let me see it. No, I really need it. Oh, the way I did before, I overdosed. Should've known your love is okay. Now I can't get you out of my brain. Oh, it's such a shame. We don't talk anymore.
My country surprises me sometimes, part 2. There are these 24/7 convenience stores where no one is working inside. You pick up the things you want to buy and you pay yourself. There are CCTVs inside, but I still think it's amazing how much trust people have in each other.
People you should avoid in South Korea, Part 1. Now, you should always be cautious of anyone who comes up and talks to you, especially younger people, as that could just be a cult member. I would also avoid people who say they're not into Koreans, as they're probably just looking for a horse, but they're not even a cowboy.
I get my weed from California, that's that shit. I took my chick up to the north, yeah, badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah, that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia, yeah, shit. I get my weed from California, that's that shit. I took my chick up to the.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
Peace out.
Club Godzilla, I ain't tricking, I'm just dicking bitches down, head down, pop that pussy to the ground. She a freak, hoe, I put her on the team. If you keep your pussy clean, then scream.
Things you shouldn't do in Korea, Part 1. Believe it or not, when some foreigners come to Korea, they like to openly criticize things in public. Why is my room so small? Why is this building so old? Even an instant where these two friends wanted to sit next to each other, but some guy was in the middle of it, and she openly said, well, he could move. Remember that Korea is its own country. Don't expect it to change just for you. Like for Part 2.
I am one petty MFIDC what anyone says. Snip snip. Time to snip. Yeah, almost there. Gotta take the card up. I made it up here? Search time. Where TF is this be? FL.
Hey, I'm your Korean dad. Are you a little hungry? I am too. I could use a little snack. What if I made us some instant ramen? What if I put a slice of cheese on it? I know it sounds a little funny, but you trust me, right? Okay. Ramen for me. And here's a little ramen snack for you. And cheese. And a cheese for me. Gotta wait, let it melt a little bit. Yeah, look at that. You wouldn't think that the cheese and ramen combination would work, but it's really good. Almost like a flaming hot Cheetos. It's so steamy. Kinda yummy, right?
So listen, last time I had Tinder was last year when I was in Korea. Let me tell you, Korean Tinder is elite. You know, people say like once you get to Korea, not all the boys look like K-pop idols, not everyone looks like that. But the Tinder boys do. They look like they walked out of a webtoon, alright? They look like Seo-Jun 2.0. And now I'm back in New York. Now all I'm seeing is Pop Smoke loving, half grown out beards, and gold chains from Claire's. I'm swimming back to Korea tonight.
Today I'm going to take you into a Korean ice cream and candy shop with 0 employees. Self-service stores like this one here have been popping up all over Korea recently. They help cut down on contact between people, and it also saves these shops time and money. And they actually don't run into many problems with theft because there are security cameras everywhere. The prices at self-service stores tend to be lower than normal because they don't have to pay any employees. All of the snacks I purchased were actually under $1. Here's the checkout area with the full explanation on how to check out, but it's basically exactly the same as a self-checkout at a grocery store. You scan your own items, then you insert your card, you just take your receipt, bag all of your items, and you're free to go. Literally the perfect place for people with social anxiety to shop.
The craziest mystery case that's going on in Korea right now. This 3-year-old girl was found dead in an empty apartment by her 49-year-old grandmother. Turns out the 22-year-old mother abandoned the child 6 months ago, and the grandparents live right underneath. The mother was arrested. We don't know if the mother killed the child then abandoned her, or if the child just starved to death. And here's where things get crazy. DNA testing revealed that the 3-year-old child actually is the child of the grandmother and not the mother. So technically the 3-year-old and the 22-year-old are sisters, not mother and daughter. However, the 22-year-old also had a child around the same time the 49-year-old had a child, and the 49-year-old swapped babies with her daughter. So the 22-year-old did not know that she was actually raising her sister, not her daughter. And now the question is, where's the missing baby?
Could you handle the life of a Korean high school student? Wake up at 6 a.m. and enjoy a healthy breakfast? This is probably the highlight of your day. Arrive in school at 7 a.m. for morning reading time? You'll be considered late if you're there after 7:50. Then from 10 past 8 until midday, you have 50-minute classes, 10-minute breaks, and then lunch. After a 1-hour lunch break, afternoon classes run from 1 until 5, followed by 30 minutes of form time. After their 1-hour dinner break, students then have extracurricular activities until 8:50 p.m. Don't get excited, you've now got self-study until 11 p.m. One of my old students had a teacher who used to lock them in the room during this time. I'm guessing that teacher was absent on fire training day. Maybe time to go home. Private academies can't legally run past 10 p.m, but some have blacked out their windows, so you might have classes until midnight.